The new one that we just got handed.
Don't ever
Yes, that'd be my guess.
You guys look great. Exactly.
Yes, that's fine.
No, don't worry about it.
That's not the real one.
We're having a new agenda.
That was mine.
Oh, it must go.
This
Yes,
one and
they're
then
gonna be over.
so this is probably like us getting, like everyone getting sworn in. The second one's like the actual meeting.
Yeah.
My bag's
Yes.
gonna get in the way when I try to stand.
Yes. Yep.
Oh yeah, no this one. We did this one first.
Delete the council.
What? Start a bro.
Bro, where's the
There's some council.
You're so smart. I didn't do that.
The class. All the class. They're not in our roll call. A couple, yeah.
I'm never.
Yeah, my birthday's now. Not for the new term. Okay. Good afternoon, everyone. Before we get started, I just want to welcome everyone to the Student Senate term transition ceremony. Before I officially call our meeting to order, I want to take a moment to warmly welcome all of our guests. It means a great deal to see so many members of the Golden Bear community here today in support of student leadership and the work we've done and will continue to do on our campus. As we move through today's agenda, there will be designated time for brief comments at the end of each respective term's meeting. While I truly value hearing from everyone, we won't have time for every person in the room to speak. During those moments, I'll first open the floor to members of the Senate and then our guests. If needed, I may have to gently cut comments short to ensure we stay on track and not remain here until 4 o'clock. But please know that your presence and support are deeply appreciated. Meeting to order, roll call.
Senator Baker,
Here.
Senator Bolio,
Here.
Senator Bissonnette, Senator Bouchard, Senator Brown, Senator Desai, Senator Gilmartin,
Here.
Senator Holman, Senator Hunt, Senator Kilday, Senator Lipscomb, Senator Lemieux,
Here.
Senator Lucier,
Here.
Senator McCarthy,
Here.
Senator McKiernan,
Here.
Senator Miller, Senator Morrison, Senator Piacenza, Senator Raymond, Senator Scorpa,
Present.
Senator Shmorad,
Present.
Senator Silver,
Here.
Senator Stearns,
Here.
Senator Thurston,
Here.
Senator Weiner, Chairperson Amaya,
Here.
Chairperson Cloutier,
Here.
Chairperson Greenwood,
Here.
Chairperson Peralt, Secretary Bronson, Vice President Souza,
Here.
President McCall.
Present. All right, we are going to move into the acceptance of the minutes from the 4/1/2025 meeting. So at this time, I make the motion to accept the minutes from the 4/1/2025 meeting.
Second.
Hearing a second, are there any additions, revisions, or deletion to those minutes? Seeing none, we will move to a voice vote. All those in favor? Aye. Those opposed? Those abstaining? The motion passes. Next, we will move into the acceptance of the 2024-2025 rollover report. So at this time, I move to accept the Student Senate's 2024-2025 annual rollover report.
Second.
Are there any additions, revisions, or deletions to the rollover report? Okay, seeing none, we will do a voice vote. All those in favor? Aye. Those opposed? Those abstaining? The motion passes. Now, we are going to move into the Senate awards, and we are going to start with the club awards. So I'm going to hand the floor off to Chairperson Cloutier.
Okay, starting with the club awards, our club of the month for the month of March is the Neuroscience Club. So if any members of the Neuroscience Club could come up to get their picture taken. This award is in recognition of your contributions to campus, from the events that you host to your large membership. Thank you for all that you do for students on this campus. Our second club award is for the Club of the Spring 2025 semester, and this award goes to WNEK. This award is in recognition of the contributions your club makes to campus, from playing music in the campus center to hosting concert nights. Your presence on this campus adds so much value to student life, so thank you. Okay, moving on to staff awards. For the staff member for the month of March, we'd like to recognize Narissa Kempadu. This award is in recognition of your contributions to the Office of Student Involvement. Thank you for stepping up and taking on the challenge, and your work has not gone unnoticed. Thanks. Moving on to our staff member of the semester, we would like to recognize Bridget Grimm for this award. It's in recognition not only of your service to the Student Senate as an advisor, but to your hard work and dedication to the Office of Student Involvement. Hosting successful travel events, assisting clubs and organizations, and doing it all while down a staff member is not only impressive, it's impactful to each and every student on this campus, so thank you. Moving on to faculty awards. Our faculty member for the month of March is Professor Craig Dunton. This award is in recognition of your excellence inside the classroom and the time and effort you commit to all your criminal justice advisees. Thank you for all that you do for the students on this campus. And last but not least, our faculty of the semester, Professor John Back. This award is in recognition of your ability to make students feel included and engaged inside and outside of the classroom. Over the semester, you foster conversations that have allowed students to form their own opinions and use their voice, and those skills will follow them for a lifetime, so thank you.
All right. Now we are going to move into the Senator Awards. Starting with Senator of the Month for the month of March, we are recognizing Senator Linda Holman for her help in bringing Bear and Sergeant Alley back to campus for recognition with the Alvord Award of Excellence, actively working behind the scenes on athletics-related projects to benefit her constituents, and strong advocacy for student-athlete, and just being a dedicated representative. So congratulations, Linda. Next, we are going to recognize the Senator of the Spring Semester, Senator Kavaya Desai. Kavaya chaired the Special Committee on International Student Affairs, which was its inaugural year this year. She advocates passionately for international student voices and issues, and she has made a lasting impact by keeping international concerns at the central part of our Senate discussion. So congratulations, Senator Desai. Next is the Rookie of the Spring Semester, Senator Alina Shamorad. Senator Shamorad has been actively engaged with clubs and organizations, both publicly and behind the scenes, specifically the AI Club and AI Association. She has advocated for the College of Arts and Science students multiple times throughout the term and demonstrated strong leadership and commitment throughout this entire semester. So congratulations, Senator Shamorad. Now, for our co-curricular, or 2 awards that will be celebrated at the co-curricular ceremony, these 2 senators will be celebrated at the end of the year. So we're going to start with the rookie of the term. So the rookie of the 2024-2025 term is Senator Alexa Piacenza. As ranking member of the Finance Committee, Senator Piacenza has worked diligently behind the scenes, collaborating closely with Treasurer Peralt to ensure our financial processes are strong and transparent. But it's not just her work in the Finance Committee that stands out. She's made a genuine effort to connect with her peers, particularly those from the College of Business, to understand and address the specific issues faced by business students. Lexi's commitment and growth in such a short time have been remarkable, and we couldn't be more proud of her for all that she's done in such a short time. She's truly a rising star in our Senate, and we can't wait to see all that she'll continue and accomplish. So congratulations, Lexi. Next, for the Senator of the term, the Senator of the year, we would like to recognize Senator Jacqueline Brown. As chairperson of the Spring Event Committee and dedicated representative of her class, Senator Brown has set a standard for leadership beyond just fulfilling duties. She leads with heart, purpose, and integrity. Her unwavering commitment to creating experiences that bring our community together and elevate student life has been an incredible impact, raising the bar for what we should all strive to achieve as student leaders. For so long, I've personally felt that Senator Brown's tireless work hasn't been fully acknowledged, and today we change that. Today we take the time to truly honor her dedication, her leadership, and the indelible mark she makes on this campus every single day. She has made a difference in her peers' lives and helped shape the future of the Senate for the better by being a model representative. Jacqueline, on a personal note, I could not be happier to give this award to you. You are someone I consider a mentor. You have inspired me and encouraged me more times than I can count. It has meant a lot, especially on bad or stressful days. I simply would not be here today as the Senate President if you had not greatly impacted me. So thank you. Now we are going to move into our end of term remarks, starting with our executive board and our legislative chair, Blanca Amaya. The floor is yours.
Thank you. Good afternoon, senators, executives, and esteemed guests. It's with a heavy heart that I must say goodbye to some of you. To Vice President Souza, Treasurer Peralt, and all of the senior senators, you will be missed. Your dedication to the Senate and your activism has not gone unnoticed. I hope that wherever your path takes you in the future, you will remember your time here and the history you helped create. To my committee members, both former and current, I would like to thank you for your patience and support of me. I've watched every one of you grow into great senators who are appointed to important committees. To the rest of the senators, both returning and retiring, I applaud you for having the courage to step up into these positions and represent your constituencies well. I would also like to give a big thank you to President Kaufman and Vice President Souza for trusting me with this position and allowing me to develop my leadership skills in this new way. Thank you.
Next, our Treasurer and Finance Committee Chairperson, Noah Peralt. The floor is yours.
Good afternoon, everyone, and thank you all for being here today. My name is Noah Peralt, and I am the Treasurer and Finance Committee Chairperson of our Student Senate. It is bittersweet that both my time as Treasurer and Finance Committee Chair and my time as a member of our Student Senate has already come to an end. It truly feels like it was just yesterday that I was being sworn in during my freshman year in March of 2022 as a College of Business representative and embarking in my first true leadership position on this campus, where I wasn't quite sure what lied ahead for me or what I would accomplish by the end of my time in Student Senate. Now that I have sadly reached this milestone, I reflect heavily on this 3-year-long endeavor, and I can confidently say that I have accomplished much more than I could have imagined possible, and I have grown tremendously both personally and professionally. I've learned skills and I have built relationships that I am beyond thankful for and that I will forever cherish long after my graduation in just one short month. To expand upon these relationships, I would like to take this opportunity to personally thank all of the individuals that have made my experience with Student Senate as successful as it was. To begin, I want to thank the student body. It has truly been an honor to represent my fellow students and to represent all of the undergraduate clubs and organizations on our campus. Next, I want to thank all of you sitting in front of me today, the senators. By taking the time out of your busy schedules to meet with the members of your respective constituencies, you were able to bring their concerns to our attention and propose the solutions that directly address these concerns. I thank you all, and I applaud you for taking on these leadership roles and excelling in them so effortlessly. Third, I want to thank my Finance Committee members, although I should begin by apologizing to them for the amount of emails that they were copied on in this semester. In all seriousness, though, I thank and I applaud all of you for your hard work and for choosing to join my Finance Committee, in addition to serving in your respective positions on our Senate. I can confidently say before all of you today that the Finance Committee would not have been successful as it was if it was not for each and every single one of you and your hard work. Finally, and most importantly, I want to thank each of my executive board members, beginning with Secretary Langello. I commend you for joining this executive board despite having no prior experience with our Student Senate. I thank you and I applaud you for all of your hard work in producing our minutes and publishing them to our campus community in order to inform them of the profoundly important work that our Student Senate is entrusted with. Campus Relations Chairperson Cloutier, while I was initially sad that I was no longer able to have you as a member of my Finance Committee, I'm glad that I was able to continue working with you on this executive board, and I commend you for taking this next step in your leadership journey. I thank you and I applaud you for all of your hard work in the various projects that all benefit the students of this institution. Public Relations Chairperson Greenwood, as your former peer advisor, I could not be prouder of you for taking this next step in your leadership journey, and similar to Secretary Langello, I commend you for joining this executive board despite having no prior experience in our Student Senate. I thank you and I applaud you for all of your hard work in publicizing our Senate through our Instagram page, our YouTube channel, university posts, and the various events that you and your committee hosted. Legislative Chairperson Amaya, I commend you as well for taking this step in your leadership journey and joining this executive board. I thank you and I applaud you for all of your hard work in ensuring that our undergraduate clubs and organizations have improved and equitable constitutions that serve as the governing body to their success. Vice President Souza, you and I both joined Student Senate at the same time during our freshman year in March of 2022. Since then, it has been a pleasure to watch you grow from a College of Arts and Sciences representative to our secretary and now as our vice president. I thank you and I applaud you for all of your hard work and long-lasting dedication to this organization throughout your various roles. Finally, President Kaufman, I appreciate you, in addition to Vice President Souza, for trusting me to serve as your Treasurer and Finance Committee Chair for the second year in a row. It honestly feels like it was just yesterday that you were a freshman, a commuter representative, and a member of my Finance Committee. Being the president of Student Senate is one of, if not the most demanding yet rewarding leadership positions that a student can possess during their time as a student here. I thank you and I applaud you for all of your hard work in leading this organization and in leading this student body. I have absolutely no doubt that you will continue to do this effortlessly throughout your next term. I also want to thank all of the faculty, staff, and administrators that I have had the privilege of working with, including but not limited to Director of Student Involvement and Connections, Bridget Grimm, Associate Director for New Student Orientation and Connections, Amanda Barrage, Graduate Assistant for the Office of Student Involvement and Connections, Sean Alvord, Interim Student Involvement and Connections Coordinator, Naressa Kempadu, Senator Vice President for Enrollment Management and Student Life, Greg Matthews, Assistant Director and Project Coordinator for Greg, Leah Cunha, Interim Chief Financial Officer, Scott Parsons, Assistant Vice President and Controller, Roseanne Masterangelo, Assistant Director of Budget, Vanessa Ruiz, and also all of the former students, senators, Finance Committee members, Executive Board members, and administrators that I have had the pleasure of working with throughout my time here. While I know that it will probably take me some time to fully comprehend that my time as a member of this Student Senate has sadly already come to an end, I can confidently say, and I can proudly say, that I have made an impact not only on this organization, but also this institution. I rest assured knowing that this organization has a very bright future ahead of it, and that this organization is thoroughly prepared to handle the profoundly important work that it is entrusted with. Thank you.
Next, our Campus Relations Chairperson, Jessica Cloutier. The floor is yours.
Good afternoon, everyone. As this academic year wraps up, I want to reflect on the progress we've made in the Campus Relations Committee and thank everyone who helped to make it happen. This term, we successfully completed the installation of club and organization storage lockers in the Campus Center, a much-needed resource for student groups. I'm proud of how we pushed forward proposals that reflect real student needs, including water bottle filler installations, the CCB multifunctional space renovation, and the revitalizations of both the Gateway basketball court and the Student Leadership Garden. These are projects that I hope to see the new Campus Relations Committee tackle next term. We also launched the Golden Bear Co-Curricular Awards in partnership with the Office of Student Involvement, recognizing the individuals and organizations who enrich our campus culture. And we continued the Club, Staff, and Faculty of the Month initiative, which celebrates those making a daily difference. Thank you to the committee members that I had the honor of working with this year, and to each and every senator, administrator, or staff person who supported our efforts. To my fellow executive board members and our Senate advisors, thank you for being a constant source of support and guidance as I learned how to step into this role. I'd like to make a few specific acknowledgements to my fellow executive board members. To Camden, thank you for appointing me to this role, for trusting me to represent student voices and lead initiatives that truly make a difference on our campus. I have so much respect for you, not just for your leadership and work ethic, but for the way you empower others, listen with intention, and always lead with integrity. I look forward to working alongside you for the coming term. To Blanca, Kat, and Dom, thank you for coming on this journey with me. I can confidently say that this experience would not have been as enjoyable as it was without the three of you along for the ride. And to Noah and Michaela, thank you for serving as such powerful role models for me, not only because of all you've accomplished within this organization, but because of who you are as people. Your leadership and kindness gave me the confidence to grow into this role. I admire the way you both managed to balance your leadership roles with your other activities and responsibilities, all while maintaining a sense of fun and connection with others. I'll miss you both deeply, but I can't wait to see the incredible things you'll accomplish when you move past this university and into the world. Looking ahead, I encourage the next Campus Relations Committee to pursue initiatives to finish what this year's committee began, and to push forward new proposals that are designed to improve communication, student wellness, and life on campus as a whole. I intend to work closely with the new CR chair to ensure a smooth transition, allowing them to hit the ground running. I can't wait to see the new ideas and possibilities that next term brings. Thank you.
Next up is our Public Relations Chairperson, Catherine Greenwood. The floor is yours.
Good afternoon. I would like to thank, starting with each and every one of the senators that appointed me into this position as your Public Relations Chairperson. I would like to thank you for everything that you have allowed me to complete to recognize every little individual accomplishment that you guys have made in making sure that this Senate is well represented and seen for all of the hard work that I know you guys do, and I want to make sure that everybody is fully aware of that. This is my first term on Senate, and I have worked with each and every one of you to overall improve my skill and craft every day to make sure that everything you do and every accomplishment you make is seen and heard, because you deserve that. Every person works hard here to show off and improve their own leadership skills, and I am here to make sure that this student body understands this. All that I do relies on your actions, and I will only continue to make sure that your notable accomplishments are made aware to the general public. I would also like to give a huge thank you to my executive board for their ongoing support throughout this entire term. And a special thank you to President Kaufman and Vice President Souza for entrusting me within this role. Thank you.
Next, our Senate Secretary, Secretary Langella. The floor is yours.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Dom Langello, and I'm the current Secretary of Student Senate. First of all, I'd like to thank all of the senators for all of the hard work that you put into your constituencies. Over the past year of me being in this role, I've truly grown to admire the detail in which you all prepare for discussions and the quality of all of the work that has been submitted to me since September. The passion that you all have shown for your beliefs on issues on campus has served the student body so well. Also, the transparent communication throughout the past 7 months has made it easy for me to transition into my role last fall. Next, I'd like to thank President Kaufman for trusting me with this role after my interview being the first time we've met. I think the collaboration that we, along with everyone on the executive board, have shown how much issues on campus truly mean to you. I think you did a fantastic job of accomplishing as many goals as you could this term, and I know you will work tirelessly next term to keep positively impacting the campus community. Also, I'd like to thank Vice President Souza for recruiting me for this role especially. Not just for you thinking that I would be a good candidate, but for the amount of help you gave me while transitioning into this role. Not only were you a great PA, but you were great at training me to be the best secretary that I could be. As you can all imagine, this position is very difficult, and Michaela truly did her best to make it as easy as possible. I don't know how I would have figured out how to do anything in this role without you always being a text away for any of the million questions that I've asked you throughout the year. And lastly, to the e-board. I truly admire the amount of work that each of you put into your roles every week. Hearing everything that you've done during the week at our Thursday e-board meetings puts into perspective how many things you all are consistently juggling at once, and it is incredibly impressive. I think the impact that we all as a group have had on the entire campus community is something that I'll always remember and feel good about. While I will not be returning next term, I will always be proud of all of the things that we've accomplished over the course of this seemingly short term. I believe this experience has prepared me for the next phase of my life that I intend to pursue, and it has been incredibly valuable. Thank you all.
Next, we are going to go to our liaison, or at least liaison for the end of this term, our academic secretary, Haley Bronson. The floor is yours.
Hello everyone, my name is Haley Bronson and I am the current academic secretary for Western New England. As a new position, I want to thank everybody from the Senate for your support in helping me manage my roles under this position. It's been very important, and communication means a lot to be able to promote our efforts on campus. I also want to thank the efforts of the deans, the provost, the registrar, and the members on the faculty senate for constantly making strides in academics to push our university forward. And I also want to personally thank the executive board for reestablishing this position and the senators for pushing for it to be a part of the executive board going into our next term. And whether that's myself or somebody else, I wish you the best. And a personal thank you to President Kaufman and Vice President Sousa for believing and appointing me into this role in the first place. Thank you.
Now we are going to move into our addresses, starting with the Vice Presidential Farewell Address.
That's better. Hi everybody, good afternoon, retiring and newly elected members of Student Senate, the Class Council Executive Board members, university faculty, staff, administrators, and all other fellow students who are here. My name is Michaela Souza, and this is going to be my last time addressing you all as the Student Senate Vice President. Being on Student Senate has truly been one of the best experiences I have been given throughout my time at WNE. I'm trying to stay on script. I'm not really good at this serious thing. Many of you know that I've been on Student Senate since my first year, and during my first term on Student Senate, I was selected to be a member of the Executive Board. I've been the longest sitting member of the Executive Board because I started as a sophomore, so been here for a long time. I served as the secretary across 3 different administrations, one of which being this one, and now I'm the vice president. Ironically, I didn't plan on joining Student Senate at first. I had thought about it, but I used to be very quiet, very shy, still am a little bit, and I was told that people didn't think that I would be able to make enough noise to get any of my points across or to make any change, and that it would be kind of a waste of a seat. So I decided not to do it, but former Vice President Jordan Harris pushed me to do it anyways, kind of forced me to do it, and I'm so happy that I was forced to do it.
Through getting to know a lot of you, I've learned that a lot of you feel like you're in a very similar position as I was, thinking that you don't have what it takes, but I can promise you all that that is so far from true. The group of you sitting in front of me today is one of the most talented, ambitious, passionate, and hardworking, overall amazing groups of student leaders that I've ever seen. This group has the potential to completely change the undergraduate student experience at WNE. And one of my last asks of you as I step away from this role is to please do it. My time on Student Senate cannot be described by just one word. I've been a member of this organization through some of its highest highs, lowest lows, and intense transitions, some of which being midterm. We've been through some historic legislation and developed some transformational financial and secretarial procedures, and so much more. As secretary, I've been told by a few people that I changed the way changed the game for that one. I changed the way everything was done, which is something that I hold really close to my heart, and it's an honor that I take with me each and every day. Secretary was truly the role that turned me into the person and the leader that I am today. And I'm so honored to have been given this opportunity by President Angelina White in my first term ever on Senate. After my time in that role came and went, I was allowed the chance to watch one of my former advisees, as he mentioned, Dom, take over where I left off, and he did it amazingly. Seeing him grow from his first day at this school as a whole, from being his peer advisor, to where he is now, has given me kind of a proud mom moment realization. As a peer advisor, seeing your advisees succeed is one of the best feelings in the world, and I'm so glad that I roped you into doing this with me, because you've built something amazing with everything you've been given. Getting to watch Kat and Blanca prosper in their roles as well throughout this term has been such an amazing experience as well. With them executing such esteemed roles in the student body and on Senate as sophomores, also with Dom as a sophomore, and completely transforming those processes as well in their respective roles, like Kat with the social media, Blanca with the processes associated with approving club constitutions. They did it with such grace, and they were just so amazing with everything they did. They are so involved in so many other things that I honestly can't even think of all of them, because that would make this speech like 10 minutes longer. And they balanced them all with Senate so well. Anytime we asked anything of them, it was done immediately, and so much better than I had pictured it. I would have this idea in my head, and then it'd get done, and it would make me feel almost like, wow, like they have it. Like, I didn't even think of that. So thank you all for everything you've done. As he mentioned in his speech, Noah and I started on Senate at the exact same time, and we came up through Senate together the past 4 years. Seeing where he started versus where he is now has been such an insanely impressive transformation, specifically through his time as the treasurer and finance chair. We've been lucky enough to watch him completely transform everything we knew about all the budgeting processes and financial policies for Student Senate. He puts in an amount of work that is scarily similar to what a full-time job would be outside of all of his classes and all the other things he did. He works so hard, and we would not be where we are as an organization without him. And I'm so grateful for everything he has done, and you should be so proud of all the results of your crazy hard work. Chairperson Cloutier and I had a very similar trajectory throughout our time here at WNE, and getting to watch Jess become the person that she is today has been nothing short of amazing. I'm not going to bore everyone and make this speech also so much longer by listing all of the random little things that we have in common with what we've done and what we do, but I've gotten to watch her take on things that I never would have been able to take on when I was at that point in my life versus where she is at her life. I knew you'd be amazing in everything you did, but somehow you still exceeded all of those expectations. You're insanely driven, talented, and passionate about everything you do, and you're not afraid of being told no, which I am, so you've gotten farther than me in that one. I genuinely don't think I can imagine myself passing this role off to anyone else. I'm so excited to see all the amazing work you're gonna do next term. Finally, President Kaufman, thank you for believing in me. As I said, I initially began this term as secretary, so for starters, thank you for believing in me to do that again. And then with some changes in Senate leadership, you came into the role of president unexpectedly over the summer. You trusted me enough to be your vice president, and I would not be here giving this speech right now if he didn't take the leap of faith with me and make me his vice president. I'm so beyond impressed with what you've been able to accomplish during your first term as president, and I look forward to what you're able to do in your next term. And I truly don't think there's anyone else that I've ever met that I would trust more to do 2 terms as Student Senate president, because 1, very difficult role, 2, you've done it so well and so much better than I think like anyone could even imagine someone doing in this role. So thank you for all your work. This administration as a whole, between the senators and the executive board, has set a high bar for all future administrations to maybe match up to, but I have faith that you will all be able to do so and that you've set the standard for excellence that you can continue in the future. 4 years ago, I never imagined that I'd be here today giving this speech, and realistically, 4 years ago, I never would have had the guts to stand up here and give this speech. I used to be so socially anxious, and through this organization, I've learned to find my voice. Please use this opportunity ahead of you, whether you're leaving this organization or staying in it, moving on to different roles or the same role, to find your voice as well. I truly cannot believe that this is already over because I've dedicated literally every single day of the past 4 years of my life to being here. That's the main thing that's been running through my head pretty much this entire speech, that this is the last time I will be speaking to you all like this. These 4 years are gonna fly by really fast, so don't take your time here for granted, whether that's Senate or just this university as a whole. Thank you for letting me serve you and trusting me enough to carry out this role. I'll definitely carry this experience with me always, and I can't wait to hear about all that you do inside or outside of Senate moving forward. Thank you for all of your hard work.
Now the floor is mine. Senators, members of administration, faculty, staff, students, and all other welcomed guests. I want to take a moment to reflect on the incredible journey of this past term and enjoy this bittersweet moment with the current Senate while it lasts. I'm incredibly proud of all we've accomplished this term. The Student Senate did more than just pass motions. We reignited a culture of student leadership, restored faith in student government, uplifted student voices, and launched initiatives that made a real impact on campus. Everything we did was driven by the belief that we could make this campus better, and we did that together. To every senator and executive, thank you. Your dedication and hard work have meant the world to me. I want to extend a special thank you to our graduating senators, Senator Brown, Hunt, Baker, Gilmartin, and Weiner. Your leadership has left a lasting legacy, and it's been a true honor to serve alongside you. Best of luck in what comes next for each and every single one of you. I'm sure you will accomplish great things in your future. Before we close this term, I have to recognize my team. They believed in the vision, and together we made it real. I'm incredibly grateful to every single one of them. Many are leaving behind shoes that will be hard to fill, and saying goodbye isn't easy. This term, our Senate made major progress on academic issues across all colleges, largely thanks to the dedication of our academic secretary, Haley Bronson. From the first meetings we had with then Provost Toyota, I knew Haley's commitment to students and this role was clear and transformative. Her work has proven valuable for this position, securing its future as a permanent part of our executive board going into next term. Our outreach efforts have grown tremendously thanks to the dedication and creativity of our public relations chairperson, Catherine Greenwood. Her drive to elevate our presence and amplify student voices has brought energy, clarity, and stronger connections across our campus community. Kat's leadership and vision have made a lasting impact on our Senate, and I'm incredibly grateful for all that she's done this term. Legislative Chairperson Blanca Amaya has done an outstanding job leading our efforts in club creation and Senate amendments. As the first point of contact for many students starting clubs, she brings professionalism and passion that sets the tone for what is most likely their first experience with our Student Senate. Blanca's growth in this role has been inspiring, and I'm deeply grateful for the impact that she's made. I'm so proud to see my ranking member take on my former role and excel in it every single day. Advocacy, special projects, and uplifting those around her are core pillars of the role of Campus Relations Chairperson, and Jessica Cloutier has done a fantastic job doing every single one of those. She's someone I've always trusted to speak up when it matters, and her dedication to recognizing and elevating the campus community has made a lasting impact. Jess, I'm incredibly grateful for your hard work and could be more excited to have you as my vice president next term. It feels surreal to think back to when I first approached you about running together last year when you were in Professor Fairman's first year seminar class, and I was one of the PAs in that class. It seemed like such a distant goal, and now it's a reality. Sharing this journey with you has been both rewarding and inspiring. The role of secretary is one of the most vital yet often overlooked in the Senate, and Dominic Langello has carried it out with exceptional dedication. His innovative work improving the efficiency of our minutes and managing behind-the-scenes logistics has been crucial to our success every step of the way. While I'm sad he won't be returning next year, I'm incredibly thankful for the time we've had working together. Dom, your hard work has made a real impact, and I'll truly miss having you on this team. I wish you all the best in your next chapter. No one on this executive board has accomplished more for our students and the Senate than our treasurer and finance committee chairperson, Noah Peralt. His work has set a new standard for fiscal responsibility, creating financial policies, and a budgeting process that will benefit the students for years to come. But beyond his technical expertise, Noah's dedication to advocating for students has been unwavering every single step of the way. Whether in Senate meetings or behind the scenes, he's been a consistent source of support and guidance, and he's probably the person I've grown the closest to in this organization over the past 3 years. He encouraged me to move from senator to executive when I made the jump to legislative chair, even if it meant losing a key member of his committee. And when I became president, his belief in me meant the world. I've leaned on him countless times, and I'm forever grateful for his mentorship and friendship. As our time working together comes to a close, Noah, know that your impact on me, both as a leader and as a person, will always remain. Thank you for being not just a colleague, but a brother. I'll always cherish our journey in the Senate, and your influence will stay with me every step of the way. Thank you, Noah, from the bottom of my heart. Last but certainly not least, my partner and Vice President, Michaela Souza. Looking back to last summer, when we first discussed you stepping into this role and started building our 100-day agenda, it feels like a lifetime ago. It also feels like forever ago when I was texting you late at night asking for extensions on my commuter and legislative chair reports. You've seen it all. From the beginning, your commitment to the Senate has been unwavering. You've been the steady, dependable force behind so many of our accomplishments. You began as a College of Arts and Science representative, then took a huge step forward as secretary, redefining how we document and communicate as a Senate. You brought structure, clarity, and professionalism to every single thing that you did. Then you transitioned to vice president, and you made it look effortless. Your leadership from chairing elections to offering timely advice has shaped the Senate in ways that will last well beyond this year. Michaela, I couldn't have asked for a better partner. You've inspired me more than you know. Behind the scenes, I've relied on your judgment, support, and friendship, and you've never let me down a single time. So much of what you do is quiet, and you often don't get the credit you deserve or give yourself enough credit for every little thing that you've done. But let me be clear, your impact, every role you've had, every initiative you led, every kind word you've spoken has mattered. It's mattered to me, to the Senate, to our students, and so many others. This year wouldn't have been the same without you. So thank you so much for your work, your heart, your leadership. The Senate and I are so much better because of it. So I want to take a moment to kind of explain what is going to happen next. Our Senate Constitution designates that the sitting Senate president must swear in the incoming president of the next term. But since I was reelected, there's a small challenge to that. After discussing it with Chairperson Amaya, we determined that the vice president has the full power of the president when they are unavailable and if needed. And given Vice President Souza's long service, it feels right to have her take the gavel for the final part of this term. This gesture will honor her leadership, and I wouldn't be more proud to be sworn in by such a great leader and close friend. To close, I want to thank everyone who has been part of this journey. Senators, students, faculty, staff, administrators, and anyone else who has supported the Senate every step of the way. Your dedication and your belief in us has made all the difference. I am deeply grateful for your unwavering support and collaboration. Thank you for this opportunity to serve. It means everything to me. And thank you for making this term a success. Thank you. Next, we are going to move into end-of-term visitors' comments. So if there are any visitors that would like to say anything to the Senate before we end this term, the floor is open. And I see former President Alvord has something to say, so the floor is yours.
Of course, former President Sean always has something to say. I just wanted to come up here and congratulate you all on this truly historic term. I spent 4 years of my college experience working with this great organization, and when you spend so much time working to improve an organization, it truly warms your heart to see it becoming something greater yet. So I want to say thank you and congratulations to all of you for that. Not only the great work the executives have done, but also the senators. I still am reading the minutes. I'm watching the live streams, and you all are doing a phenomenal job advocating for your constituents. So props to you all for that. And I just want to say a couple shout outs on the executive board. So what President Kaufman is taking on this role of being president twice is very rare in Student Senate's history. We've only had a handful of presidents who've served twice. This is a tremendous honor, but a big responsibility, and there is no better person for this role than you, and I'm excited to see what further things this organization does under your great leadership. Vice President Souza, you've been on this organization a while. When I was first sworn in as finance chair, that's when you were a part of Senate, and it's phenomenal to see your growth over these years, and I can't wait to see what you do post-grad. Chairperson Peralt. So Noah Peralt was my successor as the Finance Committee Chair and Treasurer, where I served 2 terms, and I can confidently say that Chairperson Peralt is the best finance chair this campus has ever seen and probably will see for a while. I truly commend not only your commitment to simply doing the job, but in everything you did, you were always thinking, how can I make this better? How can I spend the students' money more efficiently? There's something truly commendable to all of that. But I'll wrap it up. Congratulations. I'm excited for all the senators for next semester. You're going to do great things, and pat yourselves on the back. Congratulations.
Are there any other visitors' comments at this time? Vice President Matthews.
Stand even. So I'm going to keep this simple. It's always hard to follow Sean. But I want to thank everybody here for your dedication. The shared leadership concept in higher education is an important one, and the students have the strongest voice when it comes to what I listen to here, because we want to make sure that you're all being taken care of in the way that's right for you. But the executive committee here has been a group that I've been lucky to be part of for this year, and I have appreciated all of the good work that you do, the shared information that we pass back and forth, and I'm looking forward to having a continued partnership with UCAM next year. So thank you, everyone.
Are there any other visitors' comments at this time? Last call. Yes. No. I'll give you 2 minutes. Yes. Okay.
Can everyone hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's for the sake of the minutes.
senators that we have a Constitution Day that we're going to try to stiff up and turn into something new. I want senators to be involved in that because who better to talk about talking on hands than senators? But the last thing I wanted to do was to ask all of you senators, those who aren't, to challenge us more as faculty and staff because we can't do our jobs if you don't demand more of us. And the fact that you have not been on your phone, you all are allowed to ask any of us for any single favor. Skip a paper, miss a class, anything. That's amazing. You should take your phones out now. Have you ever taken a selfie of yourself during Senate? Now is when you do it. Now is when you do it. Send it. You're dressed really well. Some of you dress this well all the time. Some of you, like, we have a parole hearing coming up. Come on, you gotta do a selfie right now, don't you? Come on.
Of course, it's the PR chair. All right. Thank you. This will be the last call for visitors' comments for the term. Okay, the floor is going to open for senators' comments, but I'm going to take this chance to leave the room and wait in the lobby for the term to close. So the floor is yours, Vice President Souza. Sorry, Acting President Souza.
Here, Senator Brown.
All right, hello everyone. I didn't prepare anything, but now I kind of wish I did because I'm feeling flustered and a little emotional, but it's okay. I have served as the class of 2025 representative this past Senate term, and I've only served this one Senate term, but my service to my class started my very first semester freshman year when I was elected by my class council as treasurer. And Sean, I don't know if you remember one of the first conversations that we had, but I worked very closely with Sean in that role to learn all the processes. And Sean told me that he thought I would be great on Student Senate. And ever since then, it had been in the back of my mind. So thank you, Sean, for putting that back there. I also just want to thank, I see a lot of my former professors in front of me. I want to thank every single one of you because without your support and your belief in me, I would not be the leader I am today. Specifically, Professor Back, I don't know if you remember having me first semester freshman year, but you really challenged me and pushed me. And at the time, it really sucked, but it made me the person I am today, and I thank you for that. I did not believe in you. Sometimes I still don't, but here I am doing it anyways. Also want to thank Dr. Okeem and Versalati. Even though you guys might not know it, you have had such a profound impact on me, and I just want to thank you both for everything that you have done for me. My time on Senate, unfortunately, has come to an end, but I will be watching from afar. I am so excited to see what President Kaufman does in his second term, and I want to thank him for always believing me. I know he always says that he would not be here without me, but I really would not be here without him. Whenever I questioned myself and thought that I couldn't do it, he was always there to tell me that I could. Same thing with Bridget Grimm. She has been my advisor for class council for the past 2 years and has served as my advisor for spring event this past year. I don't know what I would do without you, both in your leadership and just as a person. You are always there for me in whatever I need, and it means the absolute world to me. So thank you to everyone who helped me get here today. I cannot believe that it's already over.
Are there any other senators' comments at this time? Oh, there's a lot. Okay, Senator Hunt, the floor is yours.
Yeah, sorry, we had to pass the mic back over here. So I've also been part of Senate for about 2 years now. I was originally the resident representative and now the class of 25 representative. I wouldn't believe myself that I would be in Senate today, my freshman year, but yet here I am ending my final term here, and I cannot thank you all enough for the constant support, especially with Sean Alvord. Sean convinced me to join Senate at the end of my sophomore year, so I really couldn't be here without you today. And my buddy Cam, he has done such an amazing job and also has supported me throughout my 4 years here, but he's younger than me. But he's gonna do well, and I'm also really sad that this is my last and final term, and wish everyone who is elected best of luck in this coming term.
Senator Thurston, the floor is yours.
Hi, everyone. I'm going to try to keep it short and sweet. My name is Brianna Thurston. I'm a first-year College of Arts and Science representative. I wanted to take a moment to thank our executive board for this term because it's been truly successful. I wanted to thank more specifically Michaela Souza. As my PA, I've gotten to see how truly dedicated and hardworking that she is, and without her, I wouldn't be the person that I am today. So thank you. I really appreciate you. You will be missed.
Do we have any other senators' comments at this time? No? Okay, so I wanted to say one more little thing. I promise it won't be as long as the last thing. I just wanted to thank all of the visitors who came today. I'm the one who mass emailed all 60 of you, so I appreciate you all getting back to me and you all being here today. Specifically, I want to thank Professors Janik, Versalati, and Professor Fairman. Being a poli-sci major, there's only a few professors in that department, so I spend a lot of time with you guys, and you guys are always there for me, always giving me the strength to do whatever I need to do in and out of the classroom, and always just helping me through whatever I need throughout these past 4 years in literally all regards of my life. Specifically Professor Versalati being my faculty advisor. So I just wanted to say thank you to you all. So with that being said, with the conclusion of the Senator's comments at this time, I move for the close of Student Senate's third and final session with the adjournment of the 2024-2025 Student Senate term. Do I have a second?
Second.
Okay. So we will move to a roll call vote.
Senator Baker,
Yes.
Senator Bolio,
Yes.
Senator Bissonnette,
Yes.
Senator Bouchard, Senator Brown, Senator Desai, Senator Gilmartin, Senator Holman, Senator Hunt, Senator Kilday, Senator Lipscomb, Senator Lemieux,
Yes.
Senator Lucier,
Yes.
Senator McCarthy,
Yes.
Senator McKiernan, Senator Miller, Senator Morrison, Senator Piacenza,
Yes.
Senator Raymond, Senator Scorpa,
Yes.
Senator Shamorad,
Yes.
Senator Silver, Senator Stearns, Senator Thurston,
Yes.
Senator Weiner, Chairperson Cloutier, or Chairperson Amaya, sorry,
Yes.
Chairperson Cloutier, Chairperson Greenwood, Chairperson Peralt,
Abstain.
Vice President Souza.
Yes.
17-0-0.
With 17 yes votes, 0 no votes, and 1 abstention, the 2024-2025 Student Senate term is now closed. We are now going to move into me giving the executive oath of office to President Camden Kaufman. Please repeat after me. I state name.
I, Camden Michael Kaufman,
Do solemnly swear that I will,
do solemnly swear that I will,
to the best of my ability,
to the best of my ability,
fulfill the duties and responsibilities of state position,
fulfill the duties and responsibilities of the Student Senate President,
and will, to the best of my ability,
and will, to the best of my ability,
uphold and follow
the
policies of the Student Senate and the Student Senate Constitution.
the policies of the Student Senate and the Student Senate Constitution.
Congratulations.
Thank you. At this time, I call into session and to order the Student Senate for the 2025-2026 term. Now we will move into the swearing in of the Vice President of the 2025-2026 term. Please raise your right hand and repeat after me. I state your name. Do solemnly swear that I will, to the best of my ability, fulfill the duties and responsibilities of state your position, and will, to the best of my ability, uphold and follow the policies of the Student Senate and the Student Senate Constitution. Congratulations. Now at this time, I'm going to ask all of the newly elected senators and senators that are returning for the next term to stand. When I get to your position, just say representative. Okay? Is that clear? Okay. So please raise your right hands and repeat after me. I state your name.
I, Anna Thurston,
Do solemnly swear that I will,
do solemnly swear that I will,
to the best of my ability,
to the best of my ability,
fulfill the duties and responsibilities of, state your position,
fulfill the duties and responsibilities of,
and will, to the best of my ability,
and will to the best of my ability,
uphold and follow the policies of the Student Senate and the Student Senate Constitution.
the policies of the Student Senate and the Student Senate Constitution.
Congratulations, all new and returning senators. Now we will move for a roll call for the first meeting of the 2025-2026 term.
All right, everybody, please bear with me with the pronunciations since it's the first one. Senator Balschmider. Senator Bolio.
Here.
Senator Barazzi. Senator Bouchard. Senator Denials. Senator Farrell.
Here.
Senator Gagnon. Senator Godek. Senator Holman. Senator Cantos. Senator Kilday. Senator Lemieux. Senator Lipscomb. Senator Lovell. Senator Lucier.
Here.
Senator Mazzaferro. Senator Mello. Senator Miller. Senator Oros. Senator Scorpa.
Present.
Senator Shamorad.
Present.
Senator Silver.
Here.
Senator Stearns. Senator Thurston.
Here.
Senator Welch. Vice President Cloutier.
Here.
President Kaufman.
Present. Now we are going to move into the inaugural addresses, starting with the Vice Presidential Inaugural Address.
I'm a little shorter than whoever was up here before. Okay. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm deeply honored to stand before you today as the newly inaugurated Vice President of the Student Senate here at Western New England. First and foremost, I want to express my sincere gratitude to my fellow students and the senators seated before me. Thank you for the trust that you placed in me when you elected me to this role. It's a responsibility that I don't take lightly, and it's a privilege that I will work hard to earn every single day. To the staff, faculty, administrators, and guests that have come to celebrate and support this organization today, thank you for recognizing the value of student leadership and for continually investing in the voices and the visions of the students that you dedicate so much of your lives to. Your presence here is a reminder that collaboration between students and the wider W&E community is not only possible, it's essential to the success and growth of our campus. When I first joined the Student Senate my freshman year, I was struck by how much potential this organization holds, not just as a voice for the students, but as a force for real, meaningful, and inclusive change. I've seen that potential in every meeting, every conversation, and every initiative we've taken on together. And as Vice President, my goal is to help unlock even more of that potential. I see this role not just as a title, but as a commitment. A commitment to collaboration as we work together to create solutions that reflect the needs of our diverse student body. A commitment to transparency so that every student on this campus knows that their voice matters and their concerns are being heard. And a commitment to action because valuable and impactful change can only come when we move from conversation to implementation. My job is not just to sit at the head of the table, but to listen, support, and amplify the voices around it. It's about making sure that every student feels represented, every senator feels empowered, and every idea, big or small, is given the space to be heard and to grow. To the senators sitting before me, I know firsthand that this role can feel as equally overwhelming as it does empowering. And I want you to know that I'm here to serve as a resource for all of you. I hope to foster an environment where you feel comfortable coming to me for assistance in any situation, and I look forward to the unique and powerful perspectives that each of you bring to the table. Looking ahead, my vision for this term centers around 3 core goals. First, I want to strengthen the relationship between the Student Senate and the wider student body. This starts by increasing visibility, fostering open communication, and creating more meaningful opportunities for student engagement in our meetings, initiatives, and events. Whether this be through newsletters, regular campus-wide surveys, or establishing accessible feedback tools, I want every student to know who we are, what we're working on, and how they can get involved. Second, I'd like to strengthen the relationship between the Student Senate and the administration. Building a foundation of mutual respect and consistent communication will allow us to better advocate for student needs. By fostering an open, solutions-focused dialogue, we can ensure that student perspectives are not only heard, but valued in the decision-making process. I envision regular meetings, increased transparency, and a more active exchange of ideas, beginning with inviting administrators to attend and speak at our general meetings. By opening our meetings to campus leadership and fostering consistent dialogue, we can create a more unified environment, one where ideas are exchanged openly and equitable solutions are shaped collectively. Ultimately, this connection will empower us to turn student concerns into actionable solutions and ensure our efforts lead to meaningful, measurable improvements across campus, which transitions into my last goal. Third, I want to focus on initiatives that leave a lasting impact, projects that will benefit not only our current student body, but future members of the W&E community. Whether it's through advocating for sustainable campus improvements, launching new student resources, or championing initiatives that will ultimately enhance the student experience at Western New England, I believe that the work we do this year should set a standard for years to come. Legacy isn't just about leaving something behind. It's about building something meaningful that others can continue to grow. My hope is that, together, we can lay the foundation for positive change that outlives our individual terms and strengthens the institution we all care so deeply about. As I step into this role, I do so with humility, with determination, and with deep belief in what we can achieve together. The path ahead will no doubt present challenges, but it will also be filled with opportunity. Opportunity to lead with purpose, to uplift every voice, and to leave our mark on this campus in ways that matter. To the senators, students, and members of the WNE community, thank you for your trust, your support, and your partnership. I'm excited for the work ahead and even more excited to do it alongside all of you. Let's make this a year to remember. Thank you.
Now for the presidential inaugural address. Senators, members of administration, faculty, staff, fellow students, and all other welcomed guests. Standing before you today as the first two-term Student Senate president since Western New England became a university in 2011 is not only a tremendous honor, but it's a deeply humbling moment for me, one that fills me with immense gratitude and pride. To reflect on how far this journey has taken me is truly surreal. I arrived on this campus not as a confident leader, but as someone unsure of his place, someone who swore hand over heart that he wouldn't get involved, and someone who did not think that he was good enough for something like this. But this remarkable community saw something in me that I hadn't yet discovered in myself. It lit a fire within me, a sense of belief, a sense of purpose, a drive to rise above expectations. This community's faith in me, often stronger than the faith I had in myself, pushed me to grow, to serve, and to strive for excellence every single day. And so as I once again step into the role of president, I do so with a renewal and unwavering commitment to give back to this community with the same passion and the same dedication and the same belief in its potential that it has so graciously extended to me time and time again. I want to take a moment to thank some of my peers who have served as mentors to me, such as former President Sean Alvord, former Vice President Michaela Souza, former Treasurer Noah Peralt, and former Senator Jacqueline Brown. I would not be here today if it wasn't for all of you. So thank you, and thank you. All of them played a direct role in not only me becoming a leader, but changing my life for the better, and at times they didn't even know it. There were also so many other people throughout this community who did the same as all of them, and that's what makes this community so special to me. So again, thank each and every single one of you, especially those of you here today. Before we look ahead, it's only right to take a moment to honor those whose leadership helped bring us to this point. Two individuals in particular left a legacy that will continue to shape the Senate for years to come: our former Treasurer Noah Peralt and our former Vice President Michaela Souza. Their vision, integrity, and tireless work set a standard for what leadership in this space should look like. With great pride, as president of this Student Senate, I would like to formally announce and bestow upon Noah Peralt the title of Treasurer Emeritus. Through a complete transformation of our budgetary process and an unyielding commitment to responsible financial stewardship, Noah has ensured that this Senate operates with clarity, transparency, and fiscal discipline. His leadership has redefined how we manage student funds, setting a new gold standard for future treasurers. Now, while Michaela served as a truly exceptional vice president, her most transformative impact came during her tenure as secretary. She was the first to deliver meeting minutes that were not just summaries, but true one-to-one reflections of what was said, elevating the expectations for accuracy, transparency, and accountability within this Student Senate. For that, I formally bestow upon her the title of Secretary Emeritus, and I have 2 certificates that I would like to give both of you for that. In their respective roles, Noah and Michaela did more than raise the bar. They reimagined what it means to serve this community. Their legacy will guide the decisions of future Senate leaders, many of whom may never realize that it was Treasurer Peralt and Secretary Souza who laid the foundation for them to work on. It is my privilege to recognize not only 2 trailblazing student leaders for this campus, but also 2 of my closest friends and most trusted mentors. So congratulations, Noah and Michaela. Now, to our newly elected senators and class officers here today, congratulations. Stepping into a student leadership role is no small feat. It is an act of courage, a pledge to serve, and a statement of belief in something greater than oneself. Each of you has earned my respect, and I look forward to working alongside you, especially our senators, as we write the next chapter of our university's history. I'm confident that the legacy we build together this year will be one to remember. This Senate has a legacy to uphold. In recent years, we have confronted issues head-on. We set ambitious goals, and we achieved them. So let me be absolutely clear. The Kaufman-Cloutier administration will absolutely be no different. We will face today's challenges with urgency and boldness. We will speak openly about issues that matter to students now. We will act swiftly, lead with compassion, and govern with unwavering purpose. As I look around, seeing student leaders, faculty, staff, and administrators gathered here today, it's a powerful statement to the strength we hold when we come together. Not as separate groups, but as one united Golden Bear community. It is a reminder that lasting change is never achieved alone. It is built through collaboration, shared vision, and mutual respect. I remain deeply grateful for the unwavering support that students receive from every single corner of this institution. It is because of this remarkable community that I am confident in the future of this university and in the potential of every student who calls this place home. I want to specifically thank all the faculty, staff, and administrators who are here today. Your presence and support today are not just appreciative, they are affirming. They continue to show me that this generation of students at Western New England is ready to step boldly into the future. We are poised to raise the bar higher than ever before. Whether during our time here or long after we've crossed the stage at graduation, I'm confident that we will be the future Golden Bears that will shape what comes next, whether as CEOs of Fortune 500 companies, pioneer inventors, or public servants walking the great halls of Congress. This generation of Golden Bears will take the next step. Vice President Cloutier and I will soon be inviting members of our community to come and visit throughout the term because of the two big themes that we will have going forward, which will be unity and community. Let me be direct. Not all changes start with students. Some of the most important initiatives come from faculty, staff, and our administrators. And if those initiatives affect students, they deserve to be brought to the elected student representatives of the student body and before this student senate. This student senate and the Kaufman-Cloutier administration are open for business. This senate doesn't exist to observe from the sidelines. We are here to lead, to collaborate, and to help shape the decisions that affect student life. This means that student-centered initiatives should begin right here with us. The size and the strength of this Senate represents more than numbers. They represent momentum. This momentum was built by students who are engaged, energized, and fully committed to having a voice. For the second consecutive term, spanning 4 elections, we stand as a unified and determined Senate. That is not a coincidence. That is a mandate. The students demand a seat at the table. We are unafraid to ask the hard questions. We are ready to challenge outdated systems. And above all, we are here to listen to our peers and lead with purpose and conviction. We invite you, our institutional partners, to do the same. Real change doesn't happen in silos, it doesn't happen in ivory towers, and it doesn't happen when we lock ourselves away in our respective offices. It happens when our community works together. We market ourselves as a small campus community where everyone knows each other, yet we barely take the time to start conversations, address issues, and plan for the future together in big environments just like this. So let this be a call to action for our community. Don't wait for the invitation. Let's build a culture of support and collaboration together. Reach out, bring your plans, your policies, your proposals, or anything you want the Senate's support for. We want to be the beacon of unity and support for this campus community. To the senators, with just 3 weeks left in our legislative calendar, every moment counts. We laid the foundation for an ambitious agenda, and now it's time to build. We'll start by passing club budgets so student organizations can hit the ground running this fall. We'll pass a streamlined rules package to empower our committees, cut red tape, and fast-track progress on key initiatives. I'll be seeking your approval to establish a special events chair, an open, stipended role dedicating to leading traditions like Sex Week, Spring Event, while also launching new campus-wide programs. With more focused leadership, these events can grow, evolve, and become even more impactful under the Student Senate. Over the summer, our work will continue. We'll advance capital projects we've halted because these projects are not just goals, they're promises, and we intend to keep them. I will also work to restore the flexibility and capital budget access to our Campus Relations Committee so this Senate can continue leading with physical improvements year-round. That tradition matters to this Senate and to the student body, and I will fight like hell to ensure that it lives on. Before we break for the year, we'll activate the election committee to begin preparations for the fall. And while I'm open to introducing another formal Kaufman-Cloutier administration agenda, now is not the time for that. We will wait until the Senate is fully seated, our budget is finalized, and our newest leaders are ready to lead together. So senators, let's not be just a part of Western New England's story. Let's shape it together and get to work. Thank you. Now we are going to move into the executive appointments. At this time, I move for the Student Senate to accept my nomination of Alexa Piacenza to be the 2025-2026 terms Student Senate Treasurer and Finance Committee Chairperson.
Second.
Hearing a second, I will open the floor to questions or comments. Okay, seeing none, we are going to move into a voice vote. All those in favor?
Aye.
Those opposed? Those abstaining? The motion passes. I'm going to hand the floor off to Treasurer Piacenza.
All right. Hello, senators and faculty. My name is Lexi Piacenza, and I am currently serving as the College of Business representative, as well as the Finance Committee ranking member on Student Senate. I am a current sophomore, double majoring in finance and accounting, and I'm excited about the opportunity to showcase my passion and dedication not only to the campus community, but also to my field of study and the College of Business. For the upcoming term, my primary goal is to be a valuable resource for everyone. I plan to stay organized and provide regular updates to ensure transparency and accountability in all of our efforts. Thank you for considering me for this role. I'm eager to work alongside all of you to achieve our goals for the 2025-2026 term. Thank you.
Now, at this time, I move for the Student Senate to accept my nomination for Blanca Amaya to serve as the Student Senate's 2025-2026 Legislative Chairperson.
Second.
Hearing a second, are there any questions or comments about this nomination? Okay, seeing none, we will move to a voice vote. All those in favor?
Aye.
Those opposed? Those abstaining? The motion passes.
Great. First, I would like to thank President Kaufman and Vice President Cloutier for, again, trusting me with this crucial position. Under my first term as legislative chair, I felt a bit disorganized. I was not sure what I signed up for and was still getting my footing. However, I am confident in saying that I have learned a lot during my first term, from the club creation process to constitutional amendments, and I've seen firsthand the struggles that student organizations go through and the concerns they have when starting new organizations. I want to be an aid to all of them to ease their anxiety from the legislative side. Similarly, I will not let the Senate down and will hold all of us to a high standard, whether that be amending the constitutions or having conversations about Senate etiquette. I want what's best for the Student Senate and the senators who work tirelessly to advocate for your constituencies. With this being said, I aim to be a legislative chair that reflects the integrity of the Senate, and I promise you all that will be the case. Thank you, senators, for entrusting me with this position once again.
At this time, I move for the Student Senate to accept my nomination for Catherine Greenwood to serve as the Student Senate's 2025-2026 Public Relations Chairperson.
Second.
Hearing a second, are there any questions or comments? Seeing none, we will move into a voice vote. All those in favor? Aye. Those opposed? Those abstaining? The motion passes.
Thank you for my nomination, President Kaufman, and along with all of my senators who just recently appointed me, once again, I will be happy to serve you again for a second term. Through various channels of content creation, I look forward to promoting you guys even more throughout our social media accounts, along with creating more events throughout campus sponsored by Student Senate, so we can further show our outreach and support through our entire student body. Increasing these events will only make our presence more known, and so your constituencies are fully aware of who you are and what you do and the power you all hold. I know all of my senators, my new committee, and my fellow executive team will only support and help me in all of these endeavors that I will accomplish this upcoming term. So I thank you all deeply for your ongoing support. Thank you.
Now, at this time, I move for the Student Senate to accept my nomination for Haley Bronson to serve as the inaugural Secretary of Academic Affairs for the 2025-2026 term.
Second.
Hearing a second, I will open the floor for questions or comments. Seeing none, we will move into a voice vote. All those in favor? Aye. Those opposed? Those abstaining? The motion passes.
Hello again, everyone. Hi, Mom. In all seriousness, I want to thank everybody for their support as I got into this role this last year. It has been nothing short of amazing. I want to thank the previous Provost Toyota, Interim Provost Zlofsky, Registrar Beck, those individuals, as well as the deans of the colleges, for coming to really keep pushing Western New England University forward in its academics. You've been nothing short of amazing of helping me get my footing in this role. I want to congratulate the new senators as well. I know that I will be reaching out to all of you as a person of support. I want you to come to me with any comments, concerns, questions that you have. Just know that I'm a person for you to be able to lean on. I'd also like to thank Professor Back for his previous permission to keep asking for more. So to the faculty and staff, when I start sending you emails, you can look to him. Thank you again. I am so excited to be elected or appointed onto the E-Board. I know that I will have a great year with these fellow executive board members. Thank you.
I realize we are running short on time, so I'm going to swear in the executives, and then outside of Senate, I'm going to swear in the council executives, and I will direct the ones that are here today to swear in your fellow executives at your prospective council meetings. So the executives, I'm going to have you all stand, and we will swear you in. Solemnly swear that I will.
Do solemnly swear that I will,
To the best of my ability.
to the best of my ability,
Fulfill the duties and responsibilities of statement positions.
Public Relations Committee Chairperson,
And will, to the best of my ability,
and will to the best of my ability
uphold and follow
uphold and follow
the policies of the Student Senate and the Student Senate Constitution.
the policies of the Student Senate and the Student Senate Constitution.
Congratulations. All right. That will conclude the business for today. So at this time, I move for adjournment.
Second.
Hearing a second, we will go into a voice vote. All those in favor?
Aye.
Those opposed? Those abstaining? The motion passes.